get to your stock pick, and you're picking a company that jumped 9% today.
Yes, so I mean, one that I also hold personally as well as in client portfolios. I think it's a great company to begin with, but obviously very topical. We had the news out yesterday that the court case in the US definitely went the way of Google, so a big win for them, which was basically that the Department of Justice in the US was arguing that Google was sort of monopolistic in some areas and that they would need to potentially forcibly or be forced to sell Google Chrome, their web browser, and potentially Android as an operating system as well, which would obviously be a massive negative for Google. And interestingly, Apple's share price rose on the day as well. So that's also linked to the fact that Google pays Apple a significant sum every year to have Google Search as the default search engine built into all of Apple's devices. So Apple benefiting off the back of that as well. What I thought was quite interesting in that court ruling was that Google is still allowed to pay Apple to have the privilege of their search being the default search device, but they are no longer allowed to be exclusive agreements. I'm interested to see if anybody else has the muscle to, get into that space and take some of that business away from Google. So we'll see how that pans out. I don't think this is the end at all, though. There was one factor that was probably not in Google's favor, which is that the judge ruled that they need to share some of their search data, which obviously Google is not going to want to do. That's a big part of their advantage. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see this continue further. I don't think it's going to be wrapped up anytime soon. Likely they're going to appeal, and potentially the DOJ is also not happy with the result out of this. But as a Google shareholder, I'm pretty pleased with the results, and that share price, as you mentioned, up massively. And when we talk about a company of Google's size, a 9 or what it is, I think it was 6% in pre-market when I last looked, is a huge amount of value on the day.
Amazing. Really, really great day for Alphabet. Thank you so much for your time and for your insights on what has moved investors' money today, Jordan. That was Jordan Toy from Legacy Family Wealth.